just me. Welcome to Core and Glutes. I taught this class for some of my clients a couple weeks ago, and they really liked it. So I'm excited that we're going to do it today. Our theme, I'm going to turn this down for a second. Our theme today is going to be abduction, which is essentially the process of moving a part of your body away from your body. So in this case, it will be mostly our legs. And we'll be doing an abduction movement, which really targets your abductor, which connects from your knee up into your hip joint. So if you ever feel like during a squat that your knees are shaky, oftentimes it has to do with weakness in your abductor. If you run and you feel any pain right above your knee, usually that's the IT band that connects into the abductor. So it's a really important muscle for basic movements like running and biking and walking. So really important, and we're gonna target it a ton today. Jesse, I'm using your playlist, by the way. So this is Jesse's playlist. It says Jessica, but this is Jesse. Anyway, we're gonna hop right into it. So also, if you can't hear me at any point, I'm gonna play music today because we're just gonna live on the edge. But if you can't hear me or you can't hear the music, just stop me and let me know. I'm gonna start playing it again. Is that okay? Voice to music, good? Okay. All right, we're gonna start on our back today. So in our glute bridge. So you can find that neutral spine. Back is pressed down onto the mat. You can put those hands on your hip bones if you want, or on your thighs. And pressing those feet into the ground, you're gonna lift up into that glute bridge. So really starting to engage the glutes here. You can even imagine those feet are pulling apart on the mat. And just start to feel some fire up in those glutes, making sure that that weight is staying out of your lower back. You can start to feel, lift the heels up and down, warming up the fascia in your feet. Just a couple lifts here. All right, you can heel toe that left foot into the middle, and you're gonna straighten and lift up that right leg. So this is gonna be your first time to work on that abduction movement. So keeping those hips neutral, you're gonna bring that right leg out a couple inches, flexing the toe in towards you, and then bringing it back towards the center. Bringing it out to the side, and then back into the middle. So nice and controlled, out to the side, back in. That left glute should be fired up here. We'll do one more. Good, back into the center. You can bend that knee to a 90-degree angle. Take that left hand and press it against your right leg. That's really gonna start to get that left glute fired up, and you can choose how hard you're pressing that knee into your hand and vice versa. We'll stay here for 3, 2, 1. Bringing down that right foot, heel toeing it to the middle, straightening out that left leg. We'll start with that abduction movement on this side. So bringing that left foot out a couple inches and back together. If it feels good, you can always keep your hands on those hip points, and you'll see if one hip is really dropping down. Good, 2. Last one. Good, bring that knee to a 90-degree angle. That right hand presses against your left foot, firing up that right glute. My right glute is so sleepy. It never really wakes up. Pressing against the hand. Good, bringing that foot down. You're back into that glute bridge here. Just squeezing those glutes for a couple more seconds. And you can lower the glutes down. All right, we're gonna go into a core sequence here, bringing those hands behind your neck. Those elbows are pointed up. Take a big inhale, exhale, and lift up. So those elbows are pointed up. Shoulder blades are lifted up off the mat. exhale down. Good, inhale, exhale, and lift so that lower back is pressed down into the mat. Good, lower. All right, we're gonna add on this time, inhale, exhale, and lift. This time you're gonna bring that left leg straight. So again, that lower back is pressed down. Good, lower, and down we'll go to the other side. Inhale, exhale, and lift. Right leg straightens out. Remember, you're really trying to press that head back into your hands. Right leg goes down. All right, as you may have guessed, we're gonna add on an abduction here. So inhale, exhale, and lift. That left leg comes up, and you're gonna do that same movement. So that left leg is gonna come out to the side a couple inches and back in. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, bring it down. Take a quick break here. Inhale, exhale, and lift that right leg straight, and we'll do 5. 4, that toe is flexing towards you. 3, 2, 1. Good, bend that foot. All right, last add on here. Inhale, exhale, and lift up that left leg straight. This time you're gonna twist towards that left leg as you do those abductions. So you're twisted towards that left leg. 3, 2, 1. Good, center and down. Oh, my core. All right, last one. Inhale and lift up that right leg, this time twisting to the right for 5 abductions. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, and down. Whew. You can do a full body stretch here, extending those arms up, feet down. All right, we will sit on up here and hop right in. Is volume okay? Everyone can hear me? Okay, cool. We're gonna do some core / glute hits today. So we are gonna have 2 exercises for our first set. I'm gonna move this up so you can see me. So you have 2 options for the first exercise. So essentially the movement that we're gonna try to do is a pistol squat. You can't really see my legs, can you? So you're gonna have those hands on your hip points, and you can straighten that front knee or you can bend it, but essentially you're just trying to sit the hips back just a little bit into a pistol squat. Another option too is you can always hold on to something here to balance yourself and lift back up. So you're really getting into the quads. So you'll be on one side for 50 seconds and then 10 seconds of rest. The other side, 50 seconds, 10 seconds of rest. Our second exercise, you'll be in a dolphin. Those hands can be down or they can be interlaced. You'll tuck the toes, and then we're going back into that abduction movement. So we're in that dolphin. You're staying on one side, abducting out and back for 50 seconds, and then 10 seconds of rest, and then the other side. So wherever you want to start for that pistol squat, you can hold on to a wall. And again, don't worry about it being a big movement. You can even just drop a couple inches down and use the quad strength to pull you back up. All right, let's do it. Ready, set, go. So I like keeping my hands on the hips so that I know I'm dropping down. So this is where that abductor is gonna have to engage so your knee doesn't fall in. So just a couple inches up and down those hips. The hip hinge, really important here. Core is still engaged. If this feels like a lot on your knee joint, that's really where that abductor is gonna need to work, and make sure that glute is fired up. Also may take a little bit of balance. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds out. Shake out those legs. We'll go to the other side. You are definitely probably going to find that one side is easier than the other side for you in balance and in strength. 3, 2, 1. Oh, this side is my bad balance side. Again, you can always use that wall or hold on to something if you want to take out the balance component. So if you're even watching my knee, you can see how uncontrolled my knee looks when I come down. It's shaking back and forth, and that's a product of a lack of quad strength, something that I'm working on at this current moment. Good, 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We're going into that dolphin. So coming down here. We'll start on our left leg, starting in 3, 2, 1. So that left leg comes out behind you, abducting a couple inches out to the side and back in. Really pressing into those shoulder blades. So trying to lift that chest, lift the core. This doesn't have to be a big movement, just a couple inches out, a couple inches back in. And almost there. Good, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We'll go into that other side. And 3, 2, 1. So onto that right leg. So this side feels a lot harder for me. Trying to keep that pelvis even in the dolphin. Nice and controlled. That knee can be as bent as you need it to be on that left side. Seconds left. Good, 3, 2, 1. 10-second break. We're standing back up, coming into that pistol squat again on that first leg. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So whatever leg you started with before, sitting, backing down. I'm already getting sweaty here. Good. Again, you can always place those hands on your hips if you want to make sure that you're not dropping one hip. If you've ever used a TRX strap, this is way more fun when you have a TRX strap in front of you to stabilize. My balance is not clear. Good, 10 seconds left. Good, 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We'll switch to the other leg. Last time we're doing these pistol squats. Starting in 3, 2, 1. So you're really having to get that core engagement to help you press back up and not let the weight be in your low back. Sorry if you can hear me breathing really loudly. Good, final 10 seconds here. Maybe you want to try to get a little bit lower for those last couple. 1. Shake it out. We're going into those dolphin abductions. Starting with that left leg again in 3, 2, 1. That left leg extends. Couple inches out, couple inches back in. I recommend really pressing those palms into the mat or the ground, and that really helps you lift up the shoulder blades. Nice and controlled here. Good, 15 seconds left. Three, 2, 1, 10 seconds. Ah, those are killer. Going to the other side. In 3, 2, 1. Good, so that left knee again can be as bent as you need it to be. Shoulders should be feeling some work here too. My legs are shaking. Good, final 10 seconds here. Good, 3, 2, 1, relax. Feel free to grab some water. I am already fired up, holy moly. Grab some water, take a quick breather. How's everyone doing? Feeling alive? Warmed up? All right, going into our second round here. Our first exercise will be an abduction movement to a curtsey lunge. So we'll start with this leg. So you're gonna extend that left leg out to the side, but notice I'm not here. Those hip bones are still even, so left leg extends, crossing that leg behind into a curtsey lunge and back in. So abducting that leg out into that curtsey lunge. This is one of my favorite movements of all time, just because you're firing up all parts of your leg with those two movements. So we'll be on one side for 50 seconds, 10 seconds rest, other side. Our second exercise will be in a side plank. I'm really gonna recommend a modified side plank for this, but if you're feeling really out there, feel free to do a different kind. So I'm gonna be doing my side plank here. You can have the hand on your hip, and then I guess you can't really see. Extending that leg up, and you're pulsing in that side plank. If you feel super strong and you want to stack those feet and do it here, feel free. That's gonna be, I'll be so impressed if you do that. So one side 50 seconds, other side 50 seconds. We're gonna start with our leg abduction to curtsey lunge in 3, 2, 1. So you can start on that left leg, so lifting it out to the side and then behind for that curtsey lunge. Again, those hips are staying even. And you can add a challenge by when you bring that foot back in. That was a bad example. You're not touching that foot to the ground. So it only touches at that back point. Theoretically, I guess you could do a one leg curtsey lunge, but up to you. So you should really feel that glute and that abductor helping you out here. Good, 3, 2, 1, 10 seconds off. Give it a quick shake. And we'll go to the other side in 3, 2, 1. So that right leg is lifting into that curtsey lunge. My hips are not even here. So if you know anything about my class, you know I'm not a rusher. You should never really be rushing an exercise. So if that abduction feels good, just milk it. Slow in, slow out. Really choose your speed here. All right, you got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We're coming into that side plank. So I recommend palm with knee behind. You can also come here instead. And we'll lift up that leg and you're pulsing that top leg. Those hips are neutral here. Again, you can always stack the feet instead if you want a little bit of a challenge. Or I guess I'll do this. It should be a pretty intense movement for the glutes. That core is also engaged too, helping you stay upright, and the pelvis is stacked. Good, 10 seconds.
I challenge you to a dance-off.
3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. Ow. Other side.
No cat calls, no tag teams, no mascots.
So stacking that shoulder right above your wrist in 3, 2, 1. Good. Keep it up here.
I grab my ankle and
Gotta skip the explicit songs. Good. So nice and controlled here, flexing that toe in towards you. Is it just me, or is this like very intense on your glutees? I feel like it's not just me, but we'll see. Good. 10 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We're back into our abduction, into our curtsey lunge. We'll start in 3. Oh. Okay, good. Ready, set, go. Yeah, that one's a killer. All right, so abduction. Sorry, you can only see my legs, but you can see my face now. All right, abduction into that curtsey lunge. There is some controversy in the fitness community about curtsey lunges. So if this doesn't feel good on your knees, feel free to just take it to a normal lunge. My personal opinion is if you're stepping that foot back far enough, you're not compromising your knee. But if it ever feels wonky, feel free to take a normal lunge instead. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. My glutes are gonna be so sore tomorrow. Whew. All right, go to the other side in 3, 2, 1. As if I haven't talked enough about glutes, they're just like the most important muscle in your whole body, in my opinion. They are the powerhouse of basically every movement you do. Everything from a push-up, you wouldn't think about it, but those glutes are keeping you stable, to a plank, to a squat. They're really important. I think in terms of functional muscles, glutes are definitely up there. I would argue your abdominals are too, but 10 seconds. I like to think my classes are little mini educational sessions too. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. We're coming into that side plank again. If classes felt too easy, take those feet stacked instead. Really up to you. 3, 2, 1. So tucking those ribs in here. You can even imagine that that hand is basically twisting into the ground. That really helps you stabilize the scapula. Sometimes I like to check in on my shoulder too by just cupping it. So I'm staying stable. 10 seconds left. Ah. Good. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. Going to that other side last time. 3, 2, 1. Oops, I'm kidding. Nice and controlled here. All right, we are halfway. Why does this one hurt so bad? Almost there. This little movement really wrecks you. Ow. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Oh man, I'm just gonna be crawling for the rest of the day. All right, feel free to take some stretches here if you want to go into child's pose for a second. I'll give you a quick break before our final round of HIIT. All right, we ready for the final round? Okay, I'm gonna see if that is a yes. So you have a couple options for this last round. So we're gonna be doing plank abduction. So you can do this on your forearms, you can do this on your hands. So if you wanna do it on your hands, you'll find either the knee plank or your toe plank, extending that leg out to the side and back in. Obviously, you could do that same thing on your forearms, same thing, abducting out and in. Again, you can always do that on your knees instead too. So we'll be on one side for 50 seconds.
Guys. Oops.
Can you hear it again now? Did it come back? Did the music come back on? No. Okay. One sec. How about now? No? Okay. How about now? Oh, that was so cool. Okay. Second exercise is going to be abduction with an airplane. And I'll give you two options here. So for that beginning of your airplane, you can come to that, have that knee bent, and you can do your abduction with that knee. Or if you like the straighten better, you can do that. And then you're gonna tilt forward basically into a one leg deadlift and then pull back up, coming in to your abduction, tilt back forward. If you have a weight, you can totally use a weight for this too. And then again, at the top, you can always do that abduction and then keep the knee bent if that feels better. Does that make sense? Okay, cool. All right, so we're starting with that plank abduction. Again, you can choose any version of a plank. We'll start on your left leg. 3, 2, 1. So you can do a knee plank, you can do toe plank, just lifting that leg a couple inches up to the side and back in. So this should feel a little bit different than that dolphin abduction. It should feel definitely more stability with that right leg. That core is nice and strong. Final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We'll switch to that other leg. In 3, 2, 1. That right leg sticks out. You may find that one leg is a lot easier than that other leg. Those hands are planted into the ground. More than halfway here. You can always drop down to your knees if you need to. Good. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. You can stand up into your airplane with that abduction. Again, you can do that knee bent and lift, or you can straighten it out. In 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna bend my knee to switch it up. So tilting forward, back up. So you're really using that hamstring here too to help stabilize. Again, we're back into a little bit of that balance work. I like keeping my hands on my hips too to help stabilize and make sure my one side of my pelvis isn't dropping. Good. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Go into that other leg. I recommend finding a spot on the ground and just staring at it. 3, 2, 1. This right leg is so much easier for me than my last leg. Final 10 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Shake it out. We're going back into those plank abductions. Maybe you want to try it on your forearms this time. Maybe you want to try it on your knees, whatever you're feeling. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. I'm going to try it on my forearms this time and see how it feels. So you can see this is a very stabilizing movement. You're having to stabilize the whole rest of the body in order to keep that leg going in and out. Last time we're doing this. Final 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. Last time on this other side. For 3, 2, 1. Onto that right side. Breathing here. Core is engaged, more than halfway. Good, final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. 10 seconds off. We're standing up for those airplanes. This one, Jesse, or the last one I should change? Oh, the last one? It's okay, whatever. All right. Ready, set, go. So remember that abduction. Extending out to the side, back in. How bad was it? I kind of black out when I teach, so. Oh man, oh well, it's okay. Good, final 10 seconds on this side. 3, 2, 1. Maybe we just won't put this one on YouTube. It'll be exclusively for you all. All right, coming to that other side. And 3, 2, 1. Final round of hit here. Well, kind of. Mostly. There's one special little extra round, but. Halfway here. I'm not staying even. Come on, Pelvi. Good, final 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. You can dance a little bit. Woo-hoo, yeah. Worst part is done. All right, we are going to end the hit part of our day with an AMRAP. So I know I said at the beginning, if you have hardwood floor around you, you'll want 2 dish towels. If you don't, then I'm going to show you modifications for a carpet. So 2 different options. So I'll show you the hardwood floor version first. I know I'm not being very efficient. All right. So, first exercise, you'll have your feet on the dish towels or shirts or whatever you have. Will be a scissor to a knee drive. So you're just out, in, out, in. If you do not have dish towels, you'll either be doing a plank jack or a plank step out, and then you'll be stepping in to a hovering table, stepping out back into a plank. So that's the equivalent if you aren't using the dish towel. Number 2 is just going to be a walking hovering table, and we'll do 6 of them. You'll be in that hovering table, and you'll step forward, forward, back, back. You don't have the dish towels. Essentially the same thing, forward, forward, back, back. And then the last exercise, if you have the dish towels, will be a pike. So you're in that plank. My headphones are gonna help. All right, you'll be in that plank and you'll extend up into your pike, back down, up into a pike, back down. If you don't, you can do the same movement, depressing back into the plank. You can also do this on your forearm instead. Does that make sense? So you'll be doing 6 of each, as many times through those 3 for, we'll do 3 minutes. That's not too much. All right, I'm in with a bang. So you can use the floor or you can use whatever you have around you. All right, so we're starting with that scissor to knee drive. We're doing 6 and then into our walking, hovering tables, and then ending with that pike. In 3, 2, 1. So if you don't have those dish towels, you're doing a plank jack or a plank step out into a hovering table. Good. When you're done with those 6, you'll go into your walking, hovering table. So stepping 2 steps forward, 2 steps back. Ooh, these are so slow. So every forward and back is 1. And take as many breaks as you need. Don't feel like you have to go through the whole time. And then when you're done with those 6, you'll go into 6 pikes. So again, pick these at your own speed. You can also do them on your forearms. Whenever you're done, you're starting right back to the beginning. Feel free to take a quick break, and then we'll get back into it. You're basically halfway here. Don't worry, I even need to take breaks too. All right, final minute here, final minute. All right, final 30 seconds here. See if you can get a couple more reps in. Final 15 seconds. Three, 2, 1, relax. Take a nice breather. Feel free to grab some water. All right. How are you doing? I'm out of breath. All right. We are going to end with, Jesse's probably tired of planks, but we are going to end with a plank of the hard part of this. So this is going to be quote unquote the summer of planks. So I want everyone to set a plank goal for themselves now, and that can be anywhere from 10 seconds to 10 minutes. Well, it could be more than 10 minutes if you really want it to be. But today we're going to find our baseline plank. If you already know how long you can hold the plank for, great. We're just going to try it again today. So remember, we're planking with good form. So those elbows are under our shoulders, back is flat. As soon as the form goes, you're dropping out of it. I will give you the time every 30 seconds. If you want to time yourself, that's fine. We're just going for a plank here. You hold it more than 3 minutes, then you might be on your own for stretching, but props to you if you can do that. All right, so find that plank position here. Remember, I'll tell you every 30 seconds. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. So those forearms are down, or you can do this on your palms if you'd rather. Relaxing those shoulder blades down. sure you're breathing. Good, 30 seconds in here, 30 seconds in. So planks are all about that mental strength. So really try to challenge yourself here. All right, you are 1 minute in. Keep going. I'm gonna check in on everyone. You look awesome. You're holding this for as long as you can. Whenever you finish, you can just start stretching. Take your time. Let me go back here so you can see everyone. Almost to that minute-and-a-half mark. All right, you're a minute and a half in. Whenever you finish, feel free to start stretching. Good, 2 minutes. If you're still going, you're awesome. If you're done, let me know. All right, is everyone done? I can keep the timer going if, I guess. We'll say, I'll give the 2 minute insert. Okay, cool, thanks. All right, so think about that time and then try to set a goal for yourself for the end of the summer. So for example, I've been planking for like 2 minutes. So I'm setting a 6 minute goal for myself. Don't actually think I'm gonna get there. I'm just being ambitious. But feel free to set a goal for yourself. And if you don't hit it, life goes on, doesn't matter at all. We're gonna end with some stretches. So we can start with my favorite stretch, the hurdler stretch. I do this every week. So those legs are in the Z position here. That knee bone is straight out from your hip bone. If this feels like enough of a stretch, you can stay here. If you need a little extra, you can start to walk forward. Try to find a more cool down song. All right. Take a couple more breaths here. All right, you can bring that left leg that's back up. If this is good, I'll give you two options. So if it feels okay to cross that leg all the way across and come into fire log, so your legs are stacked, you can see that I have no hip mobility. If that feels okay, you can stack those feet. If not, you can kind of just more cross them and then lean forward. But if it feels okay to stack, then you can find that instead. You can see this is not my strength area. Fun fact, Fun used to be my favorite band. It did, it really was. I went to their concert 4 different times. I know. Dusty, I don't think you knew that about me. All right, you're gonna move this leg all the way across and then straighten out that bottom leg so you're kind of in a twist position. And you can either choose to hug that leg in for more of a glute stretch, or you can kind of tuck that elbow and come to a little bit more of a spinal twist. Don't ever twist past the point of discomfort. You should know that, but just, it shouldn't feel pinchy. It should feel like a little bit of a loosening in your thoracic spine. And remember what we learned last week, that your lumbar spine is not supposed to twist. So if you feel your lumbar spine twisting, don't do that. All right, we're untwisting. We'll come to that other side for our hurdler stretch. So same thing, if this feels like enough, stay here. If you want a little bit more, you can walk forward. Tracing in. Not that any of you are gonna break into my Facebook, but my Facebook password used to be Carry On because I loved this song so much. So you'll never guess what my email was, so it was my like kid email. You know how everyone has those embarrassing childhood emails like Blue Dots 20 or like Cherry Doll? I didn't embarrass them. All right, you're crossing that right leg over. You can come to fire logs if that feels good. Oh, this side is so much worse. Or if it feels better to just stack them, that's fine instead. I hope you all have more hip mobility than I do. Yep, I can tell that you do. All right, you're crossing that leg all the way over, extending out that left leg. Same thing if you want, squeezing that leg for more of a glute stretch, or you can come into a twist if that feels better. All right, you can lay all the way back down onto your back. So we're gonna come into a little bit of a modified child, or not child pose, laughing baby, I can't remember. Anyway, so you're gonna bring those knees, happy baby. You're gonna bring those knees into a little bit like a bent position. Instead of just grabbing and pulling the knees towards your armpits, you're gonna grab the inside of your ankles and you're gonna kind of push against them. So rather than just pulling down with no resistance, see if you can build a little bit of resistance in with your hand. You should feel a good opening in those hamstrings. You can even use those elbows to push out your knees just a little bit to get into the groin area a little bit. But you're not just trying to pull those knees just all the way down to your armpits. You want a little bit of resistance. Good. You can bring those knees down. We'll come into a figure four, so crossing that right leg over. If this feels like enough, you can stay here, or you can press that knee in, so opening up that glute. If you feel like you need some more, you can hold on to the back of that left leg. Just try not to just drag it in. Try to make most of the movement come from that left knee. Good, you're gonna actually take this pose and roll it all the way over so that right foot is on the ground. It doesn't matter if it's not actually planted, but you're gonna bring those arms to cactus and you should feel a little bit of a twist here in that thoracic spine. If it feels good to pull that knee down, you can pull it down a little bit and open up that hip area, or even press it out and see what feels good here. Or you can give the hip a little bit of a massage. Good. Using the strength of the core, you can bring it back up to center. Switch to that other side. If it feels good, you can stay with that foot on the ground. If you want a little bit extra, you can press that knee in. Regardless, you want that lower back staying on the ground the whole time. Good, you're gonna push it all the way over to that right side, so that left foot is planted again. You can bring those arms to cactus. You can press that knee away. You can pull it towards you. See what feels good here. All right, come back into your center here. We're gonna roll into our quadruped position. Finish with a couple stretches. So we'll end with cat and cow here, but instead of really trying to arch that back, so first we're gonna press up into our serratus. So really pressing the palms into the mat, releasing the neck. But on that next movement, your cow, see if instead of arching that back, you can pull your chest through. So dragging those hands back, pressing the chest through your armpit instead of just arching that back. So instead, that movement is really pulling the chest through rather than just arching. And then we'll come back into the cat, so pressing the spine up towards the ceiling, and then dragging those hands back, pulling through the chest. Last time, see if you can press the serratus, the upper back into the ceiling. And then again, instead of arching that back down, see if you can really pull those hands back and open up the chest. All right, bringing that right arm up to the side, you're gonna thread it underneath that left arm and come into or thread the needle, and you can walk that left arm out if that feels okay. And you're really trying to press that left shoulder down to the ground here. You can even pull back with that left hand, so you'll feel some openness in that upper back. Good, you can walk that left hand in, opening that right arm up, and you can just come to a couple big shoulder circles here with that right arm, and then switch directions. And then we'll go to the other side, extending that left arm up, threading it through here. You can walk that right arm forward if that feels okay. You can always feel that dragging back of your shoulder blades by keeping that palm on the ground. Good. Walking that right hand in, extending that left arm up, coming to some circles with that left arm. Good. And finally, we'll just finish with some big shoulder rolls here. Switching directions. All right, you all made it, yay! All right, would love feedback or anything that you're looking forward to doing next week. World is your oyster, would love anything that you like today, anything that you would like to see again. I'm gonna pause this music. I'm gonna stop recording.